Yeah, well, we were looking in the panel at how you can develop cross-border infrastructure. So the infrastructure which links networks of nations and of states. Always more difficult to develop cross-border infrastructure because it's never a national priority. You also need to synchronize political interests between two countries. And we looked at how we are doing it over the world, and I spoke about Europe. I'm representing the European Commission, and we have now a framework in Europe called the Trans-European Transport Networks, where we have a planning framework with clear commitments from all states, sorry, from states and European institutions. We also have a number of financing strategies and instruments, implementation tools in terms of governance, and so I presented the way Europe approaches that cross-border challenge. Well, I think it linked quite well because indeed the financing of cross-border is certainly more challenged than other parts of transport infrastructure because it's binational by definition. But also I think we did cover, as the summit did in many other sessions, the need to put your funding and financing strategy in the broader transport policy context so as to justify the investment. And we also discussed how to better prepare and prioritize the project itself. So how you ensure that from the structuring of the project, you bring on board all key players, which then in turn also facilitates the funding and the financing. It's always extremely useful to cover back the ground of one specific topic. And of course in Europe we are quite intensively preoccupied in bringing the 27 member states together. And it's always very good to compare that experience with what is happening elsewhere in the world. So I mean, obviously I brought that one back, and then I'm coming to the ITF also for the networking. And I mean, it's always good to meet colleagues again, which you don't see that often, and you can be sure that they'll be here.